What if the biggest retail billionaire in America quietly bankrolled a predator? Victoria's Secret, Bath and Body Works. Express. One man built them all. And he handed total control of his fortune to Jeffrey Epstein. Now, for the first time in history, Congress brought him under oath at his own home. Every word caught on video. What he said will shock you. Les Wexner was the king of American retail, billions in revenue, millions of customers, untouchable. Then in the mid-1980s, a chance encounter outside a Florida hotel changed everything. A mutual friend said, "Here's somebody smart you should meet." That was it. That was all it took. Within years, Wexner granted Epstein something almost unheard of: full power of attorney over his entire life. His house, his money, his plane. All of it under Epstein's control. Then in 2025, the Epstein files were released. Millions of pages. And one name appeared again, and again, and again. Les Wexner. His name buried inside some of the darkest pages in American legal history. An FBI email even labeled Wexner and others as potential secondary co-conspirators. But here's the twist: no charges ever. The question isn't whether he was convicted. The question is, what did he actually know? We have the full deposition video. Every question, every answer, and we are going through all of it. Subscribe and hit that bell, because when more Epstein files drop, you'll want to be first to know. One man quietly funded an empire of evil and walked free. His name, Les Wexner, the billionaire behind Victoria's Secret. And for over a decade, he handed total control of his fortune to Jeffrey Epstein. Now, for the first time, Congress got him under oath. What he said is chilling. Les Wexner built one of the biggest retail empires in American history. Victoria's Secret, Express, Bath and Body Works, all his. But behind the glamour, he made one catastrophic mistake. He gave Jeffrey Epstein, a man he barely knew, full power of attorney over his life. They met by accident in Florida. A mutual friend spotted Epstein outside the Breakers Hotel. "He introduced us. We drove off. That was about it," Wexner told Congress. That brief meeting turned into Epstein managing hundreds of millions of dollars. For over a decade, Epstein called the shots. Wexner says he barely noticed. Wexner, now 88, was too frail to travel to Washington, so Congress came to him. His entire deposition was recorded on video, and it reveals a lot, despite the gravity of the situation. He was seen laughing, joking, relaxed. While Congress pressed hard, Wexner seemed almost unbothered. "We were never friends," Wexner insisted. "I don't think I ever had coffee with Jeffrey." But Congress pulled out a birthday note Wexner wrote, "Assigned your friend, Leslie." Inside the note, a drawing of breasts. "A joke," Wexner said. He was a bachelor. Congress wasn't laughing. The contradiction was glaring. Epstein stole hundreds of millions, possibly over $1 billion from Wexner. He sold Wexner's stock through secret trusts, pocketing the profits for himself. "I'm ethically shocked. I'm appalled. I never heard of this," Wexner said under oath. Even $20 million from Wexner's own charities ended up in Epstein's foundations. Epstein told young girls he was a talent scout for Victoria's Secret. It was a predatory lie, and it worked. He used Wexner's brand as bait. "Epstein never brought young women to meetings with me. Never," Wexner said. But Congress wanted to know, did Wexner really have no idea? Wexner admitted he visited Epstein's private island in the U.S. Virgin Islands. "We came with our kids, walked around for about an hour. It was a pretty crummy island." He also visited Epstein's New Mexico ranch, another quick hour-long trip by private jet. No unusual girls seen, no warning signs noticed, not even a clue of a clue, he says. Just released FBI emails have revealed something truly shocking about the Epstein saga. Les Wexner, the billionaire mogul, was named as a potential secondary co-conspirator. However, the same memo stated there was limited evidence of his actual involvement, and no charges were ever filed against him. But this raises a huge question. Investigators say that virtually all of Epstein's immense wealth can be traced back to Wexner. As one source put it, there would be no Epstein Island. No private plane. Without the support of Les Wexner, did Wexner know what his money was really funding? That's the question the world wants answered. And even after hours of sworn testimony, we might not be any closer to the truth. This story is far from over, especially as more Epstein files are still being released. Stay tuned.